Hello, everyone. We've made it to Friday. It's your girl Sheree for Executing My Exodus, and we are here to talk about Freedom Fridays. This is the month of October. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and it's also Domestic Violence Awareness Month. I want to focus on Domestic Violence Awareness Month because it's a very special month and time and subject for me, as I am a survivor of domestic violence. God has allowed me to be able to live through, recover, heal, recuperate, learn from a domestic violent marriage. And I was able to come out alive, and I was able to find my freedom again. Now, I want to admonish you to think about what freedom really means when we talk about domestic violence during this month. Sometimes you can leave a situation, a marriage, a relationship, a close friendship, or even a situation where you have a family member who may be domestic violent towards you. It doesn't have to be a spouse or a boyfriend or girlfriend. It could be a family member or a friend or even a coworker. When you leave a domestic violent or traumatic situation where your life, your health, your money, your self-esteem, your own safety is challenged and you're able to get out of that situation, especially when it affects your mental health, like we call them toxic relationships, where the mind is so billowed down with negative talk about what we're not and what we're not capable of and how terrible we look and how terrible we are. And it grows on you and you're able to escape that type of toxic relationship. Did you know that you still could be in bondage and still not be free? Emotionally and physically, or vice versa. So you can leave a marriage and you can leave a toxic situation, but still mentally be bound and still not be free in your mind. Freedom Fridays, on this day, I want to take the time to really allow you and ask you to think about what freedom really means when it comes to being released from a negative relationship or a toxic marriage or a terrible situation that you know you shouldn't be in involving another person. You got to take the time to heal. Freedom doesn't come right when you leave. You still may get phone calls. You still may have thoughts of longing and missing that person, even though they may not have treated you right or the situation wasn't healthy. You still can be so accustomed to having that person around that you still feel bound even though you're free. You all may have broken up a month, 2 months, even 2 years ago. But those thoughts, images, and that life that you had with that person still plays your mind and your heart and emotions because you have not learned how to let it go. I want to challenge you to look at what freedom means to you. And are you really free from domestic violent abuse? Are you really free from a negative relationship in your mind and in your heart? Have you released and forgiven that person? Have you forgiven yourself? Have you found ways to slowly get back to who you are and the essence of your own beauty? See, when you know who you are, whose you are, and even for the non-believer, when you know what makes up who you are, the foundation of your inner being, and what brings you joy and peace and what your purpose is in life, and you're not distracted, that's how you get free. Because no one can tell you who you're not, and no one can tell you who you are but you. You have the power to set the tone for your life. You have the power of what comes in. You can choose what you can expel out and what you allow in, your mind, body, and soul. That's how you get your freedom. The joy that you have and the peace that you have is yours. No one can take it from you. So let's think about what freedom really means. And I want you to be free in every way from any type of domestic violent marriage, relationship, friendship, anything. I want you to be free in your mind. Not just you blocking them on the phone or on Facebook or ignoring their calls or acting like they don't exist. You can still be bound in your mind, and that person could be gone on and free and not even thinking about you anymore. Push towards what inner freedom looks like. Push towards what it should feel like. And if you feel like you're still stuck after a loss of a relationship that wasn't good for you, get help. Pray. Find God. Find someone that you can talk to. Go online and look for a therapist. Go to your pastor. Go to a counselor. Go to anyone. You deserve to be free in your mind, body, and soul. Let's be free on a Friday.